More explosions in Sudan's capital Khartoum in the first minutes of what was supposed to be a ceasefire, but did not take effect as Sudan's army and most powerful paramilitary fight each other for the fourth day. Fighting continued at Khartoum airport, leaving a trail of destruction. Satellite pictures show widespread damage after days of heavy fighting. Flights have been suspended, preventing international mediators from arriving. 330 kilometers north of Khartoum, Marawi Air Base is still being contested by rival military forces. Sudan's army claimed on Tuesday that it has control of the facility.
The Kremlin says Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited Russian forces in occupied areas of southern and eastern Ukraine. Putin is believed to have met with troops in the Ukrainian regions of Kherson and Luhansk. Moscow illegally annexed both regions in September 2022, despite only controlling parts of them. It was the Russian leader's second visit to Ukraine since his invasion last year. Monday's trip comes as Moscow braces for a long-anticipated Ukrainian counter-offensive.
A court there has rejected the appeal against the pre-trial detention of the US journalist Evan Gershkovich. Even though the decision was widely expected, it's going to hit the 31-year-old American, his family, his supporters incredibly hard. The Russian authorities accuse Evan of spying, charges he and his employer, the Wall Street Journal, strongly deny. The court appearance was his first. He was arrested in Yekaterinburg nearly 3 weeks ago. The authorities say Mr. Gershkovich had tried to obtain classified information but have offered no evidence to support their claims. He's the first American journalist to face espionage charges in Russia since the Soviet times.
At least 29 people have died in a fire at a Beijing hospital on Tuesday that forced the evacuation of dozens of patients. Videos posted on social media show people trying to escape by climbing out of the building's windows with ropes made out of bedsheets. 12 people, including the facility's director and representatives from a company renovating the hospital, have been detained in connection to the fire. A preliminary probe has revealed the blaze was caused by sparks igniting volatiles in the flammable paint on the site.
Allegedly behind this bland facade, Beijing's eyes in the Big Apple. Hidden in plain sight, in New York City's Chinatown, 2 men are suspected of running a secret police station controlled by China. U.S. prosecutors say the suspects used the outpost to help Beijing target Chinese dissidents across the United States. On Monday, the men, who are both U.S. citizens, were charged with conspiring to act as agents of China's government. They were later released on bail.
Parking in New York turns deadly. The roof of a 4-story car park collapsing in Manhattan.
25 cars at least are from the roof.
Cars dropped like dominoes, others crushed. Streets were shut off. New Yorkers in peak hour were stunned. With 6 workers trapped, emergency crews raced straight into the path of danger. Out came survivors. Investigators will look at whether the crash could have been avoided. There's been 64 violations at the building since 1976.